Let's talk all things Josh Mulligan. Welcome back to Fog. No, it's no Fog. It's Big Stevie Cool here. Ready to talk about Josh Mulligan. It's Friday. The weekend begins here. And as Josh Mulligan's miracle booked, it appears so. So we'll read through his stats. We'll break him down. I don't even believe I've even made a fid on Josh Mulligan before, despite the fact that the rumours were very they were flowing. They were flowing end of last season, but April time. Don't think I ever made a fid on by Josh Mulligan, but we're here. What time is it actually? It's 21 minutes past 12. Some early afternoon. It's not quite morning, but I stayed up to about 5:30, so I'm a bit tired. I'm not up that much, up that long. But yeah, we have to talk about Josh Mulligan, don't we? It's midday. I have to talk about the guy at the end of the day. But yes, obviously Dundee. Defender, midfielder. He can play a bunch of numerous roles, and you know what? He's one of those players with a lot of. Is he like a utility player? He'll be very useful. Scottish as well, and by God, I think he's better than most players we've got, and he just adds depth. He kind of reminds me of Sterling, where he can play numerous positions. So we'll dive into his stats here. Let's not waste any more time. We're 90 seconds in. Don't plan on going. I was going to say this morning. It's not this morning. So Josh Mulligan, now he's got a transfer value of 900k, but we'd be getting him on a free, or 600k. Sorry. Do we care about his agency? His agent, Storm Sports X. So 22-year-old would be 23 in November. Now, in terms of this Premiership, see transfer market, man. Seeing you. One, it seems to be very slow this morning, and two, it doesn't. I mean, it gives you the right stats, but it takes you about 10 minutes to find the right stats. What is even going on here? Anyway, right. So, I think he's coming. So wait, has the rumours been floating about that he's had a medical for 3 days? I seen it last night and thought, I could have made a fid on that, and I was like, no, I tell you what, folks, man, transfer market's not happening. I'm trying to read Josh Mulligan's stats here, and wait, we could be onto something. So yeah, his contract expired back in May. Right, we've got his full stats up. That's what I'm on about. That's what we live for. I mean, he's capped at under 18 and under 21 levels, so we see him called up for Scotland. I mean, there's been worse called up, so I mean, why can't we see that? His chances get bolstered playing for us, that's for sure. But he's played a total of 3,020 minutes. He's played 41 games last season, 5 assists, no goals. But I'm not really bothered about the lack of goals from Josh Mulligan. He can kind of do a job everywhere. So, in terms of Premiership, he played 34 games. That tells me the guy will pass his medical. He's not Oscar Cortez. He's not Kamar Roof. He played 5 games in the League Cup and 2 games in the Scottish Cup. So a lot of games for Dundee last season. Obviously, Dundee don't have European football. Will Dundee ever get European football again? I'll give Dundee a wee bit. I hope they might. You never know. So 5 assists. I think it'd be a no-brainer. Who's this? We all know who Josh Mulligan is. He's the greatest player in the land. Why are people acting dumb like we don't know who Josh Mulligan is? Come on, put a bit of respect on Josh Mulligan's name. Put a bit of respect on the guy's name. Come on. It's a no-brainer, man. Scottish talent. Get him in. And when's Lyle Cameron getting announced as well? That seems to be taking forever. But it's a free signing, just like Lyle Cameron. Get them both in. Makes a lot of sense to me. Dundee's lost quite a lot of players, but tends to be the way at Dundee, isn't it? They just let a lot of players' contracts run out, and then they restart and they rebuild again. But has anybody got anything to say? Because Josh Mulligan would be a decent signing, but I'd be lying. I would be lying if I didn't want a wee bit more. Is what we're trying to get at. Any Rangers news? I know you're more focused on Rangers and Celtic, so any Rangers news, Caden? Come on, hit me with it. Jamie Vardy, Luka Modric, Kevin De Bruyne signed for Napoli yesterday. That rules him out of a Rangers move. Sadly, I know I was holding it for Kevin De Bruyne, but we've already got the best Belgian, and that's Nico Raskin. So I'm not really that fussed on KDB. All seriousness, no, that came out right. I think it did. Very early for me. Like I said, if you missed the start, I went to bed about 5:30. But yeah, Billy Gilmore, Scott McTominay, and Kevin De Bruyne all working together in an Napoli midfield. That's going to be interesting, to say the least. But we'll put this up for a poll about Big Josh Mulligan. Right. Happy with Josh Mulligan. I spelt it right? Yeah, I've spelt it right. There we go. Happy with Josh Mulligan. It's a simple poll. Will it be a simple answer? I want more transfers though, man. Hamzi Gamani, Raskin. We're going to keep them. How much is Dessers getting floated about for? I don't know, about €5 million. I've seen, honestly, man, I've seen some articles put it bids for Dessers as high as €17 million, which is ridiculous. I'm not even going to entertain that. There is no way Jose, the Serial Dessers, is going for €17 million, folks. Not a chance. €17 million. I mean, if that was legit, that would be getting bit off, let alone acknowledged. But I mean, Athens, how much are they going to pay? €5 million, but £5 million, whatever. That sounds about right. Okay, that's buyable. As for Igamani, every club wants a wee bit of Hamzi Gamani. What is it? Some FUD? Was it John B? I'm actually going to react to some other comments here. I think this is a good time to do it. What did he say to me? Your knowledge of football gets worse every day, Stevie, you tool. It's because I said I didn't know who played up front for Everton and West Ham. Does anybody know who plays up front for Everton and West Ham? I just don't bother my arse with it. English football. And they're not in Europe, so not I'm going to know that way. Scottish Gangster says, we don't want to sell Hamza, but with the right signings, Hamza could score loads. He could score loads, big Hamza Gamani. Right, we've got this poll up for Josh Mulligan. 10 votes, 80%. Are happy with it, 20% or not. He needs another year to mature at Rangers and show a lot more than this year. He will warrant a small fortune. How much is a small fortune, though? Tell you what, there's a lack of news, man. There's a lack of fucking news getting floated about here. West Coaster. I'm the same. I'll watch Man United, but if it's not Rangers, I'm not interested. I think everybody watches Man United. It's a wee bit of comic relief, isn't it? How you run so much channel, Stevie? It's a tough business, man. Clocked up 45 hours so far this week. And it's Friday, so 45 hours across Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I only did 5.5 on Monday, so if you look at it that way, the hours are going up, man. And I clocked in the day at what? Clocked in the day about 12. Clocked in the day about 12. But Man United's a real laugh. Gorgots, no less than 12 money for Hamzi Gamani. A couple of people finding it funny. Explain how 12 million, unless you mean rupees or yen. Put it this way, right? Rangers spent like what? Just a wee bit over 2 million for Igamani. I don't think wanting 12 back's ridiculous considering the promises shown. Not much. No, you wouldn't get much more than 12. I like ship that. Yeah, we went to Morocco and found them. One of the good things that Coppin did, obviously, Coppin's away. Fuck, it's getting very bright, isn't it? Look at this. It's like God's coming in. Where's the big man? Where's God? Where is he? Huh? The fourth league of Morocco. That's where you need to look to unearth the gems. The gemstones. It turns out we did it. What's Keith Robertson saying? That was just shite, Stevie. Why are people burying my EFC career mode? Nonsense. Gary Simpson called it nonsense. What's he on about? What's going on there? Come on. But I tell you what, if you're a big fan of the EFC career mode, Rangers, see the next episode, episode 29, right? If you're not tuned into it, get fucking tuned into it. Last game of the season, Rangers against Celtic. We're joint on points. I just need a draw at Parkhead to win the league. Celtic need to win. It's an 8-goal thriller. That's all I'm going to say. It'll be uploaded soon. It's arses fold it. But were they redeemed? You have to stay tuned for that. Discord group. I have never, don't even have Discord, man. I don't even have a clue about Discord. I'd be lying to suggest I did. Caden. I know what. Actually, that's a lie. That's a fucking lie. I do have Discord. Let me see. Why? It's not that I lied about it. I completely forgot. I've got it installed on my phone. I installed it like 6 weeks ago. So essentially, right, was playing Warzone. Guy had PlayStation. So I had to download Discord, and that's the only time I used it. So yeah, we got a cross-platform, and me and my mate had the we were on Discord. So that was brilliant. Did we win that game of Warzone? No, we lost. We lost. Does anyone even play Warzone anymore, man? I haven't played it since then. His former club will likely have a 20% sell-on fee, so 15 million becomes 12 million. No chance we should panic about selling Hamza. He plays 9 for us next season. He goes for well over 20 million next year. I agree with that. There's no, you're right. There is no need to panic with Hamza Yamani. Keep the feet on the ground. As for Raskin, as I pointed out, I don't think we can. Yeah, I don't know if 25 million is going to happen. Right? That's what Rangers. Come on, work. There we go. We're back. What happened there? That needs refreshed. Refresh the stream. Why did it do that? I've just found out some groundbreaking technology. When a stream disconnects, I can just reconnect instead of starting a new one. We'll live in 2025 now. 2025. But we're back. Everyone's probably pissed off, which I wouldn't blame them. There's the Undertaker. Back from the dead. The Undertaker. I could get taken out of context. Looks like I'm joining some death cult or something, blah blah. There we go. Who wanted to use Russell Martin in the chat? Everyone's probably pissed off. I can't remember what were we talking about. Hamza Yamani. Hamza Yamani. Na. But we're back after that minute of being down, which was unfortunate. Don't know what happened. Laptop was shaking here. This laptop's on the road out, man. Need to get rid of it. Fire it in the bin. Robin Proper, football career, perfect tune for that. American Badass. How good is Mulligan? I think he's alright. I'm not going to sit here and pretend he's fucking brilliant, right? Be a decent squad player. And ticks a few boxes in that regard. Blue Max, so yeah. Definitely. Is it a 49ers signing? Is it a Russell Martin signing? Not really, no. I don't really know who's pulled the trigger on this one, to be honest. Don't know. What do we make a big Mulligan? Does he know a Celtic fan also? I don't know. But see that stuff, see if he is a Celtic fan, right? That's quickly forgotten about once he starts winning trophies with us. That's what he needs to do. Yes, he's the new head coach. So he's managing hee-haw. He's just coaching. He's just coaching. He wanted the Celtic job in the past. Who, Russell Martin? What do we make of Russell Martin? If you're a chat, look, Blue Mac, you can use the Russell Martin emoji. Probably nobody wants him to be. Who wants to use the Russell Martin emoji? Like, you can give me a shell, yeah. You're best. Sean Connery. Her Majesty's SAS. Give me a shell, yeah. Shark Boy. Under the sea. Who knows who Shark Boy is now? Talking about TNA. Total non-stop action. Right, who else we got? Nico asking here as an emoji. Is Proper gone? Proper's no gone. There's no escaping Robin. Or his name is Ruben. I don't think it matters these days. Brown, Carmack, and Greg Taylor were all Rangers fans. After all, Modric and Vinicius Jr. used to be Barca fans. Well, that's it, right? When's it? Where's the Celtic fans that are going to carry us to like 9 in a row? What the fuck are Brian Calmack and Greg Taylor playing at, by the way? Disgusting. Imagine calling yourself a fucking Rangers man and doing that. No, that's not right. I think there's got to be some common ground on that. Vice versa. You're not a true fucking fan of a club if you play for the direct enemy. And I don't give two shits about money being offered. And, oh, I was rejected for the Rangers Youth Academy. Go shove that up your fucking arse, by the way. That's no good enough. You don't sell it. And that goes for vice versa, man. I don't give two shits. You know what I mean? See if it was see if I could make it as a footballer, but it was the 9 to 5 life and be a Rangers fan, or get 50 grand a week at Celtic. 9 to 5 every day of the week. Pun intended, brother. Anyway, you get my point. Calmack's family, some are even in the Orange Walk. And what's he doing? What's Calmack doing? Fuck all, that's what he's doing. Yeah. Greg Taylor was too much of a diddy, man, to make it. Apparently. What time is it? 39 minutes past 12. But according to the Rangers rabble, I've just seen their thumbnail. Conor Cody is set for Ibrox. What do we make of that then? Conor Cody. What about this Josh Mulligan poll? Let's end it. Yo, I don't care, right, if they are a Celtic fan and they play for Rangers. But my point is, I would never fucking do it. And I know, if you support one of the two and then you end up playing for the other one, you're not a true supporter. You know, this isn't the fucking the Premier League tin pot plastic pish. This is the real McCoy. And I'll stand by that. So sorry, Kenny Miller, mate, but you don't fucking meet the quota, son. Back of the line, brody. Brian used to have a Rangers tattoo. All that. Scott Brian, the Rangers. Conor Cody's too old. Experienced head, though. No, we don't want Conor Cody. Stevie, you sacked the man inside Ibrox once they found out he was a Celtic fan. Yeah, but he also wasn't doing his job correct. You know what I mean? Fucking tosspot. So I don't. That's why he gets sacked. It wasn't because he's a Celtic man. Conor Cody. Yeah, we were on to 39-year-old Luka Modric, 40-year-old. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Happy with Conor Cody? We'll put that up for a poll because people are happy with George Mulligan. George Mulligan. Another wee poll there. Another wee poll. I would personally never go to Celtic even if they offered me $1 billion. Just know on me. But these days, players are all about the money and a big move. Lennon Miller would come to us if we gave an offer. But is Lennon Miller a Celtic man? Tell you what, man. I haven't made any fid about Lennon Miller coming to Rangers, but if we sold Raskin for 25 million, it is a fucking no-brainer to bring in Lennon Miller for 10 million. I know, oh well, that's not going to happen. Rangers don't have any money. 25 million, right? For Raskin, it would be a great piece of business to bring in Lennon Miller. You know, worst case scenario is you don't sell him on and he captains you for like 15 years because he's that fucking good. Lennon Miller's the man. I'm overhyping him, maybe a wee bit, but I think Lennon Miller is going to be one of the best midfielders this country's ever produced. And I don't think that's a bold statement. He's well on his way. Well on his way. Would a CM be a priority for you, though, if you sold Raskin? It would be, so bring in fucking Lennon Miller. I fly downs. 15 million. Nah, it's not happening, man. I mean, come on. I'll be. I don't even know if Fly Downs is. That's the God's honest. I don't fucking know who he is, right? And if he's got 15 million slapped on him, then I don't want him. Lennon Miller for 10. You know what makes sense? Ain't getting 25 million for Kingpin. Hasn't played 25. Hasn't played in the Champions League. That's what clubs look at. I'd argue there's a lot of players here. Brighton have never played in the Champions League, but they sell players for like 100 million, don't they? So I'm just not seeing the logic here about the Champions League. Maybe they want players who actually play in the knockout stages of European competitions. We know that doesn't happen at Celtic, so maybe that's what they're looking for. Nico Raskin gliding his way through a couple of European quarterfinals. Yeah, better to ask for 25 million than ask for 25 pence, and that's what Rangers have done. So 25 million slapped on him. Nobody looks at the plate, Stevie. That's awful big talk from a team that has got a very great chance of being in the Europa League this season. What happens when Celtic win the Europa League? Does it suddenly become this prestigious competition that is the greatest thing ever? It did for a couple of hours after Ange won it, but I see it's now back to being the plate, the empty plate, the plate with hee-haw on it. The only reminiscence on it's a couple of crumbs because Ange fucking wolfed it. We'll see. But looking forward to Champions League qualifiers. Rangers, second round. Some more games to build the confidence. Russell Martins, Teddy Bears are going to get the job done. I'm feeling it. I'm fucking feeling it. Transfer feed app? No, I never used it. Might need to, though. Lennon Miller, wearing a Celtic top, season ticket. Ooh. Weirder things have happened, folks. I hope Motherwell get 10 million for him in all seriousness, though. You know what I mean? Because he's too good. He is far too good for Motherwell to lose on a free. And 10 million, man. I just want to see players in the league going for big bucks because if Lennon Miller goes for 10 million, the more chance Rangers have of getting selling players for big bucks. Show I look at it. Who's rapping the door out there? You're best. Was that a rap of the door or just a letterbox manoeuvre? Might have just been a letterbox manoeuvre. I know all about the letterbox manoeuvre. I used to do the letterbox manoeuvre with the post. Anyway, right, closing thoughts, folks. Anything groundbreaking? Don't think he's worth 10 million. A year left on his deal. Plays for Motherwell. You know what, though? In the grand scheme of things, of Scottish football, he's not worth 10 million. But fuck it. Got to aim big. And that's what Motherwell are aiming, so fair play to them. Seville Wall, literally imprinted on at Celtic Park, wasn't a Diddy Cup 20 years ago, was it? I believe there was a DVD that came out with that. It'd be a bit weird bringing out a DVD and creating a full wall for the plate competition, wouldn't it? Full DVD behind the scenes, the road to Seville, the road to the empty plate. Wee bit weird, isn't it? That's a wee bit weird. Stevie, do you and Jambo Bear just read The Sun and think it's gospel truth? No, The Sun's a load of shite. They're all a load of shite. I mean, I think the only true... See when Sky Sports report it, I think that's when there's a bit of truth in it. When it's the newspapers, man, they talk shite. Then Jose. Big Jose Mourinho, huh? What a fucking man he was. Couldn't handle Big Barry, but he certainly handled Martin O'Neill, that's for sure. You miss being a postie? Not really. Kinda. I mean, see the easy days in the post. It was a toasty 17 degrees, which is not too cold but not too warm. We're just in that right amount of shade. Easy bag to carry. That's what you miss. See the -5 in the pissing rain, with bags heavier, man, than fucking Alfredo Morelos or whatever the fuck people would say. Um, no, not that. That's the brutal days. Sky Sports are Brits the only reliable sources these days. I was talking to people in the post the other day. The job it drastic. I don't know about other jobs, right? But COVID drastically changed it. And remember, got back from a few days in Edinburgh. It was a Monday. I was just getting fucked around. And I was like, you know what? Go shove your job up your arse. I can't be arsed. Then I did the week. Then I packed it in. My last official day, or I can't remember if it was the last official day or the day I started. Well, or whatever the start of the next week, but it was April Fool's Day. I packed it in on April Fool's Day. There's a joke in that, man. Throwing her mail into different gardens, you can't be doing that. You gotta do the job correctly through the letterbox. Come on. Yeah. Mate of mine from school, been a postie 30 years, more a manager now. I fucked it, man. There was guys in it. There's guys in it. Who's the most? I think there was a guy in it near 50 years. Because it's one of those jobs where if you start, I mean, I started at 17, so theoretically, if I did 50 years, that takes you up to like retirement age. So yeah, but there's people I know like have done 40 years it. Started in the mid 80s. I've seen a lot. Doing YouTube is better. It has to be, at least when you get up early. True. Well, it depends. Like sometimes you get up early for YouTube, but yeah, like I said earlier, I've done 45 hours this week so far. Did 5.5 on Monday, 10.5 on Tuesday, 15 on Wednesday, and 14 yesterday. So tough going, my friends. Tough going. Have a good day. Absolutely. Aye. Learn to speak the native tongue, Blue Mac. I hear where you're going. I hear where you're going with that, brother. Russell be rustling. Rustler Burger. You might like them. What's Kent doing? I'll tell you what Kent's doing. Probably the 24 people didn't know this. Ryan Kent's at the Club World Cup. So he's doing better than a few people, that's for sure, isn't he? Big Russell Martin, man. Brian Kent, bring him back. Anyway, that's where we're going to end it. Josh Mulligan, I apologise for the stream dying midway through, but we're back. We came back for like another 18 minutes there. But aye, we'll be back later on, probably. Who knows? Till next time, leave your thoughts down below. Josh Mulligan, I give it the green light. As for Conor Cody, 67% are happy, 33% are not. So more people are happy with Josh Mulligan than Conor Cody. It's definitely the age thing. Mulligan's 22 and Conor Cody is 32, almost 33. I can see why people have their doubts about that. Absolutely. So easily impressed. Get it chucked in the fucking bin. Can't be encouraging rats, man. See the size of rats these days? Fuck me, man. They're big as some bears, brother. Anyway, good night, teddy bears. Good afternoon. We'll be back later. Come on.